Hi, sixth graders. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to explain the vocabulary words, and after I will read you the short story. Let's begin. So, the first word is inquisitive, eager for knowledge or curious. To be inquisitive is to ask questions. Usually, you're going to ask, what is this? What is this? You want to know more. So, the more you want to know, the more questions you're going to ask. Visual is relating to sight. So if you are a visual person, you're going to remember a lot by just looking at things. Some people are more tactile. Some people are more they are good with their ears. Visual is sight. Unconsciously is without being aware or unknowingly. When you do a thing that it unconsciously, you do it without really knowing you're doing it. You say almost unconsciously, his hands will move over objects. It's like doing it without really knowing you're doing it. It's like being a robot. Painstakingly is very carefully and slowly. So his hands move carefully and painstakingly over every inch of an object. So, like they say here, very carefully and slowly. Diagonal is a slanted line or path that moves across something from one corner to its opposite corner. So, diagonal, remember, this is if you want to go diagonally, you have to go like this. It's not straight. And storage is where objects or information are kept for later use. When you store something, you're going to put it aside for another day. So you're going to put it in a safe place. So I will read you. The story is called A Treasure in Grandma's Attic. I'm not sure how long Grandma has lived in her funny old house. It seems to me it's been at least since the dinosaur left. She has a terrific attic full of old pieces of furniture and other family items packed away in storage. But remember, an attic is at the top of the house. Usually, people go there to store things. It's in big, big houses. And usually, you don't really go there, you just store very old things. Grandma is so familiar with her attic that she can navigate her way around that dusty, cramped space automatically, unconsciously locating anything. So when you're doing things unconsciously, she knows everything. Without even looking, she knows where it is. Long ago, Mom told me that Grandma's mother, my great grandmother, made beautiful patchwork quilts. So a quilt is like something to cover yourself when it's cold, but it's all made by the little patches, and you have to sew them all together. I had created a visual impression of one of great grandmother's quilt in my mind, and for some time was inquisitive about what her quilt might actually look like. So when you're inquisitive about something, you're going to ask yourself questions. Today I found out. Grandma went directly to an old trunk and slowly lifted out a quilt. It had a red border and blue squares. Each blue square was divided in half from corner to corner with a diagonal strip of green ribbon. So remember, diagonally means like that. It is not straight. On each ribbon, my great grandmother had painstakingly, remember what I said, very carefully, embroidered tiny flowers. It is beautiful, and grandma has given it to me. So her grandma had made a very beautiful quilt. Do you think that, okay, question number one. Sorry, I forgot to tell. Question number one. Do you think that someone other than grandma could find something unconsciously in the attic? Why or why not? Think about it. Only the grandma knows where everything is in the attic. So do you think that other people would be able to find anything in the attic? Yes or no, and tell me why. What other word might the writer have used instead of inquisitive? When you are inquisitive, you are what? Look at the definition. What does the writer mean by the phrase a visual impression in my mind? When you have it, it is something in your mind. When you see something in your mind, you have like a what? It's like taking a with your phone when you want a picture of something, but this time it is in your brain. Why might the embroidered flowers have been done painstakingly? When you want to do a job in this way, you need to do it how? Look at the definition again. Great grandmother wanted what? To do what? And in your opinion, why has grandma kept all these things in storage for so many years? Why? It has to do, when you keep things from the past. So tell me, when you keep something from your family, so tell me your point of view. Read the story and you will find it. And that's all. Bye. Have a nice day.